Hello and welcome to Star Destroyer walkthrough. This video is going to be a walkthrough of my Star Destroyer build, and in that occasion I've dressed up as a stormtrooper. This build is built about 4 or 5 years ago, and it's one of my first real large scale builds. Today I'm going to do a walkthrough of both the exterior and the interior of the ship and show you some details and the rooms on the inside and tell you a little bit about the outside. I'm gonna start off by talking a little bit about the exterior of the ship and the scale of the ship. So the ship is about 300 blocks long and 100 blocks tall, which makes it nowhere near the real scale of a Star Destroyer, which is about 1,600 meters long. The main block used in this build is stone. The details come from stone brick slabs, stone slabs, and stained glass, and some trapdoors, some iron trapdoors, which give it depth and make it look like the small little details you'll see on the Star Destroyer in the movies. The engines, as you can see, get detail from the use of diamond blocks and blue stained glass and glass panes. A neat little detail is the addition of the Imperial Shuttle alongside the main Star Destroyer. This gives the Star Destroyer a sense of scale, as it is much larger than the shuttle. The underside of a Star Destroyer features a hangar bay, and in my build, the Tantive 4, which is Leia's ship in the first Star Wars movie, is captured underneath. The Tantive is not to scale either, it is to fit the scale of the Star Destroyer. To enter the ship, we're going through the Hangar Bay airlock. This will take us to the ship's cells, which keeps the captives from a captured ship. Following this path, we'll eventually arrive at the Hangar Bay control panel and control room, which overlooks the Tantive 4 captured and the rest of the Hangar Bay. The stairs will take us up to a long hallway. To the left is our first little room. This is a long staircase. It takes us down to the bombing controls. Here are the ship's bomb, which they are going to use if they are in an aerial bombardment of a planet. Here we have a control panel for the TIE Advanced, Darth Vader's TIE. If we walk down here, we'll have the TIE entrance, but I, as just a stormtrooper, can't enter it. The next room, also to our left, is the Freshwater control room. A ship of this size probably needs some fresh water to keep the troops and the personnel on board hydrated. So they have a freshwater tank, which is quite large. The third room we'll arrive to is the airlock to outside repairs. So this is an airlock which will take us to the outside of the ship. So we walk in here, make sure that this is closed, get our gear on, and go outside. Now we are on top of the ship and can do some outside repairs if we would like to do that. If you make a left here, we'll come to the Reactor Room of the ship. Star Wars is famous or infamous for not having railings, so watch your step when you walk to the reactor of the ship. You might don't want to fall down there. As we exit, we will find the ship's Laboratorium, which is where the crazy scientists of the Star Wars universe experiment with various evil doings. At the end of the hallway is the turbo lift of the ship. We are now on the second level, so we'll drop down to the first level and see what this has in store for us. The first thing to our left is the AT-AT and AT-ST or AT-AT hangar. This is the ground assault hangar and features the Imperial ground vehicles. The first are a pair of AT-ATs. The designs are pretty simple, nothing quite advanced, but they have a nice interior with some seats for the stormtroopers and the cockpit of the AT-AT. The ground assault hangar also features the AT-STs. These designs are pretty cool, I must admit. They look like the chicken walkers from the Star Wars series, and if you jump in, you'll have some small, well, it's pretty hard to see out, but the designs are cool and they look like the AT-STs. The next right turn will take us down to the ship's detention block. The design of this detention block is based off of the Death Star's detention block, which is featured in episode 4 where Leia is captured. So we have the control desk here and the endless, well, not endless in my ship, but the cells here, which you can open and walk inside. Now I'm stuck. This staircase will take us to the hangar control center, which controls the two ship's main hangars. Here we have an overlook of the Imperial Shuttle hangar, which features the shuttle in its landing position with the wings up. The next control system is for the TIE hangar, which features the TIE fighters. We'll head down there in a second. Here we are in the shuttle hangar, which features, as said, the shuttle in its landed position and a shuttle door. This hangar is the TIE fighter hangar. Here we have a couple of TIE fighters on each side. Pretty simple designs of the TIE fighters, but you can see what it is. Heading back to the turbo lift, we'll head for level 3. This level features the cantina of the ship that feeds the stormtroopers and the personnel on board. It's quite a simple design of a cantina, really. The 4th floor features the sleeping quarters for the stormtroopers. We have a meeting room, which is based off on the meeting room on the Death Star. At the end of the 4th floor, we also have the officer sleeping rooms. The top floor of the Star Destroyer is the main bridge. This is an iconic design from the Star Wars movies, and it features the control panels, which controls everything on the ship. We have a sort of a meeting room here to the left, and to the right we have a captain's quarters. That does it for the walkthrough of my Star Destroyer map. If you like what you saw, consider giving it a download, checking it out for yourself, and consider subscribing and liking the video. Thank you, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.